Hey, kind of funky one. Today, flow style practice, no need of props. But let's start slowly, centering ourselves on our backs. So go ahead and lie on your back. You can bend your knees, feet or hip distance apart. And just for the moment, bring the hands to your ribs. You can close your eyes. And just a couple of inhales and exhales here to arrive. Close the outer world and dive into your own practice. Start to be more aware of your breath, taking deeper inhales and exhales. Be present in your practice, be aware, but leave all the judgment out of it. And then extend your arms over your head, palms are facing up. And inhale, just reach your fingers out. Your shoulders can come up to your ears. And exhale, really pull the shoulders down, hug the ribs in. Inhale, you can arch your ribs a little, lift your shoulders up to your ears. And exhale, pull the shoulders down, ribs in. Inhale, reach, lengthen. And exhale, hug the ribs in, zip up your belly, navel in, shoulders down. Inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, lift your fingers up to the ceiling and reach the fingers over your thighs. Lift your head and shoulders off the floor. Extend your knees. Bend your knees. Reach a little further and lower down. Bring the arms over your head. Again, inhale. Reach your fingers over your thighs. Roll your upper body up. Exhale, extend your knees. Inhale, bend. Exhale, reach a little more and lower down. Keep going like this. Inhale, roll up, reach. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend, reach. And exhale, lower down. Arms over your head. Inhale, shoulders down. Roll up the upper back. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Reach, lift, and exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend, reach, and exhale, lower down. Now you can open your arms out to the side, palms are facing down. Extend your legs up to the ceiling. And inhale, lower the legs over to the other side. Exhale, bring back to the center. Keep both shoulders on the floor. Inhale. And exhale, return. So only come as far as you can keep your both shoulders, back of your shoulders on the floor. You can always bend your knees as well. More important is the control. Press the opposite shoulder down. Neck is relaxed. Back of your head is resting on the floor. Let's do one more on either side. And then bring the legs over to the other side. Now you can bend your knees and just let the knees come all the way down. If you want, turn your head to the opposite direction. And take a couple of inhales and exhales here. Inhale, creating length, space. And exhale, releasing the shoulder back down. And through the center, extend, lower the legs over to the other side, bend your knees again. And if it feels okay on your neck, turn your head looking over your shoulder. You can always keep your eyes up to the ceiling. Inhale, creating length between your vertebrae, and exhale, let the shoulder, back of your ribs, sink a little closer to your mat. And slowly come back to the center. Lower the feet down to the floor. Again, knees pointing up to the ceiling, feet are hip distance apart. And now set the left ankle on top of your right knee, flex your left toes, press the left knee open, bring the fingers behind your head, behind your skull, and again, round your upper back. Keep the elbows open. Inhale, reach your right fingers over your left knee, and exhale, reach and keep the shoulders off the floor. Inhale. And exhale, gently pressing the lower back down. Exhale, reach, a little twist from the upper back. Return, 2 more. And last one, lower down, thread the needle, left between your legs, right from the outside hamstring or your shin bone, and pull the knee a little closer to your chest. Lengthen the tailbone down to the floor at the same time. Use your breath. Maybe inhale, use your biceps to pull the knee a little closer to your chest. Shoulders still open. And exhale, lengthen the spine down. Inhale, pull. Exhale, lengthen. Back of your head resting on the floor. Release, other side. Bend your right knee. Flex your right toes, push the right knee away. Hands behind your head, keep the elbows open and round your upper back, shoulders off the floor. Inhale, reach left fingers over to your right. And exhale, past your right thigh, right knee. And exhale, try to find a little twist. Try to keep your shoulder blades floating off the floor. Reach, return, 1 more, return, and lower the back of your head and your shoulders down. Thread the needle, again, your hamstring or your shin bone. Pull the knee a little closer to your chest and lengthen your back to the mat. Keep your right toes flexed, left foot can be relaxed. Gently pressing the back of your head down, keeping the neck relaxed. Use your breath, hug the elbows into your body. Let the biceps do the work. And release. Extend your both legs up to the ceiling. Reach your fingers up to the ceiling, hands together. And then lower the right leg a little, right heel still hovering off the floor. Now reach up, lift your head and shoulders off the floor, shoulder blades off the floor. Reach your fingers over your left thigh and then lower the left leg and lift up. Inhale, lower. Exhale up. Inhale. Exhale. Try to keep your shoulder blades off the floor. Lower back on the floor. 2 more. And up. Last one. And up. Release the back of your head down. Grab your ankle, your calf behind your knee, and gently pull the left leg a little closer to you. Keep your hips square, both hips on the floor. Inhale, create length, and exhale, pull a little deeper. Try to relax your shoulders. Allow your hamstring to open. Send the breath where you need it. And release. Again, point your legs up to the ceiling, hands together. Lower the left leg down, hovering off the floor. And then lift your head and shoulders, reach your fingers over your right thigh. And lower the right leg. And lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Navel in. Press the lower back down. Shoulders away from your ears, but shoulder blades floating off the floor. And up. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up. Last one. And up. Release. Back of your head down, left leg down. And gently pull the right leg a little closer to you. Send the breath again where you feel it or where you need it the most right now. Inhale, creating length. You can a little lighten. And exhale, gently pull it a little closer. Inhale. Make space. And exhale. Try to find some kind of enjoyment in your stretching. Allowing your body to open. Nice. Release. Bend your knees, grab behind your knees, and rock and roll up to seated. Now, sit on your heels. Knees together, toes together. Release your forehead down, interlace your fingers, and then start to extend your elbows. Lift your fist off your lower back. Reach up and over. Feel your shoulders. And now chin into your chest, press your hips down, round your spine up, stand up to your knees, lengthen the hip flexors, and relax the head, open your chest. Bring the head upright, sit back into your heels, forehead down, and again, round your spine, stretch your shoulders. Bring the hands to your lower back, round up, stand to your knees, open your chest, relax the head if it feels okay, lengthen, reach your fingers a little further down. And once again, sit down to your heels, forehead down, move your pinkies a little further away from you. And hands to your lower back, roll up. Push your hips forward. First, lengthen the lower back. Just relax the head. Open the upper back. Maybe reach a little further. Slowly up. And last time. Hips down, forehead down. Stay here. Maybe move your fingers or your hands a little side to side. And then release your hands to your back pockets. Press your hips down and round up, vertebra by vertebra. Rotate the shoulders back and down. And find your way to your plank pose right away. Spread the fingers wide. Open your shoulders, but gently hug the ribs in to press the space between your shoulder blades up to the ceiling. Lengthen your lower back. Inner thighs active. Imagine you have something between your thighs. You want to squeeze in, activate your legs. Inhale, lift your hips to your down dog. Exhale, tuck the tailbone under and roll the weight forward. Plank pose. Lift your hips up to your down dog. Inhale, lower the weight forward, shoulders over your wrist, plank. And exhale, push away from the floor to lengthen your hips back up to the ceiling, down dog. One more inhale, strong arms. And exhale to your down dog. In your down dog, just bring the right knee into your chest and then start to bring the right knee towards your left armpits, but keep the hips up. Maybe turn the left heel in a little. Really find your side bodies, both arms or both hands on the floor, weight even. Just try to lift the right knee a little higher, cross a little more. And release. Right foot down, left knee into your chest, keep pushing the weight back, and then cross the left knee underneath you. You can turn your right heel in a little. Try to bring the left knee a little higher up, closer to your right shoulder. Still pressing away from the floor. Lift your hips up and release. Inhale, bring the body weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press up, bring the weight back, maybe knees down, just down between your hands. Dive forward, up dog. And exhale, hips up to your down dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step your feet between your hands, halfway lift. Exhale, relax the neck. Inhale, come all the way up through the length. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward at your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands down, step your feet back directly to your down dog. Same thing. Keep the hips up. Bring the right knee into your chest. Turn the left heel in a little and start to twist underneath you. Try to lift the right knee a little higher, a little higher, a little higher. Maybe start to extend the right leg. Maybe it's still floating off the floor. Try to lift the right heel up. Keep the hips up. Weight even on your hands. Nice. Release. Swap to the other side. Right foot down, left knee into your chest. Turn the right heel in and cross the left knee underneath you. Keep lifting the left knee a little higher, hips up. Weight even on your hands and maybe even cross underneath you. Extend the left leg over to your right. Try to lift the heel up, maybe keeping it floating off the floor. Nice. And come back into the center. Down dog. Inhale, shift weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, push up. Lean back, elbows down. And dive through, chest down. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take an inhale. And exhale. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Step or jump your feet forward, halfway lift. Release. Inhale, come all the way up through the length, collect. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Inhale, lengthen side bodies and exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, step your feet back directly again to your down dog. Right knee into your chest. Turn the left heel in. Cross underneath, weight even on your hands. Maybe start to extend the right leg over to your left, maybe still floating off the floor. And then you can bring the right foot a little more forward and maybe release the left fingers, left arm reaches up to the ceiling. Falling triangle. Open your hips and your chest. Now you can bring the left fingertips down. So start to lift the the left heel off the floor and start to bend your left knee down. Squeeze it in a little. So in the end, when you bring the left knee down, the right leg is crossed underneath you and you can really feel the IT bend here. Open your chest. Again, lift the left knee off the floor. Bring the left heel down. Falling triangle, open. Again, bring your left fingertips down and bend your right knee. Bring the right knee behind your right wrist to your pigeon. Square your hips. Again, lift up. Extend the right leg back into your falling triangle. Left fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Let's go one more. Left fingers down. Lift the left heel off the floor, left knee down, squeeze it in. Square your shoulders. Lift the left knee, left heel down, open, falling triangle, lift your hips. Left fingers down, pigeon, move the right knee behind your right wrist. Square your hips and lower down. Lift again, back into your falling triangle. Maybe keep the left fingers floating off the floor. So turn the left knee in, down, left fingers reaching forward. Find a length. Lift your hips up, reach up, falling triangle. And then all the weight on your right hand. Bend the right knee behind your right wrist. Keep reaching forward with your left fingers. Pigeon pose, creating length through the left side of your body. Once again, falling triangle, lift. Lower the left knee down. Keep reaching forward. Now maybe bring the left fingertips down. Stretch here for the moment. IT band the whole outer side of your right leg. Can feel the nerves. And start to lift your left knee up. Open your chest and your hips, falling triangle. And one last pigeon pose here, again with the control. Square your hips, lengthen, reach forward. First creating length for the left side of your body. And then maybe walk your left fingers over to your right. Right fingers over your head or a little crossed towards the left front corner of your mat. Couple of inhales and exhales here. Nice. Now release one more time. Find your way back into a falling triangle. Maybe the left hand floating off the floor. Lift your hips up. Extend your right leg. Open your chest and your hips. And then left hand down. Step your right foot back into your plank. Inhale, shift weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press back into your plank. Lean back, hips down, and then dive through, chest down. Open your shoulders, extend your elbows, lift your thighs. Exhale back into your down dog. Take a breath. Left knee into your chest. Turn your right heel in. Really activate your side bodies. Keep the hips up. Weight even on your hands. Start to extend the left leg underneath you. And then you can bring the left leg a little more forward. Release your right fingers off the floor. Falling triangle. Lift your hips open. Bring the right fingers down for the support. Lift the right heel off the floor. Turn the right knee in. Really square. Feel the outer left leg. Again, lift your hips up. Extend the right leg. Right heel down. Falling triangle. Open. And then right fingers down. Bend the left knee in. Bring it behind your left wrist to your pigeon. Really square your hips. Lift from the lower core. Open your shoulders. Start to lift again. Extend the left leg a little more forward. Heel out. Open. Falling triangle. Right fingers down. Bend your right knee down and forward. Square your upper body. Falling triangle. Turn the right heel in. Strong left shoulder. Right fingers down. Pigeon pose. Make sure the left knee is slightly on the outside so you can really square your hips and the weight is even. Also on the right hand side. Back into your falling triangle. Now maybe the right fingers all the time floating off the floor. Lift the right heel up. Turn the right knee down. Reach your right fingers forward. Find a length. Again, lift the right knee up. Extend, falling triangle. Try to open your chest. Left arm is strong. Bring the left knee behind your left wrist. And turn to your pigeon. Finding the length. Maybe reaching a little forward to creating length for the right side of your body. Once again, lift your hip. Extend the left leg. Falling triangle. One of my favorite poses. And then turn the right knee in. Keep lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. Lift your hips up. Open your chest. Pigeon with the control. Set the left knee behind your left wrist. Through the length. Lower. One more round. Falling triangle. Extend, lift, expand. Lower the right knee down. Keep reaching. Maybe bring the right fingers down. Take a moment here. Feel the nerves. The whole outer side of your left leg. Falling triangle with the control. Lift, open. Strong left arm. Bring the left knee behind your left wrist. Square your body. Lengthen. Reach forward first with your right fingers to create length for the right side of your body. And then you can walk your right fingers over to your left. Maybe left fingers walking forward. Maybe a little over your head. And settle in for a couple of inhales and exhales. Release, hands back under your shoulders, right toes under, lift the right knee off the floor, step your left foot back, shift weight forward, exhale, hug the elbows in, inhale, press up, bring the weight back, lean back, and start to dive forward, open your shoulders, lift your thighs off the floor with the help of your core, lift your hips up, back into your down dog. Inhale, soften your knees, look forward. Step or jump your feet between your hands, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, relax the neck. Inhale through the length to rise up. And exhale, hands together to your heart center. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Open your chest. And exhale, right away, step your feet back into your down dog. Right knee into your chest, turn the left heel in. Same thing, weight is even in your hands. Really cross over, maybe extend, and then you can set it a little more forward. Release your left fingers, open your chest, reach up to the ceiling. And now let's just round in with your left fingers. Try to round your upper back. Inhale, open your shoulders, your collarbones. Exhale again, round in and through. Inhale. Exhale, round in. Inhale. 2 more. Really strong. Right hand pushing through the floor. Rounding in, keeping the hips up. Nice. And then bring the right leg a little further back so you can step the left leg over your right. Left toes pointing forward. And then shift weight all the way to your left. Now find the heel or the outer foot, inner foot. Start to extend the right leg forward. Lower the hips a little. And then release the grip. Start to extend the right leg back behind you. Square your hips and your shoulders. Shift weight a little more forward. Again, grab the heel, the inner foot, outer foot, whatever works the best for you. Extend the right leg, right heel forward. Lower the hips. And again, press the left heel down to get up. Extend the right leg back behind you. Try to level your hips. Once again, grab your heel. The inner foot, outer foot. Extend, lower the hips. Extend the right leg back behind you. And maybe twist. Reach your left fingers up to the ceiling. One more. Grab the heel. Lower the hips. Extend the right leg forward. Press the left heel. Find your inner thighs to lift up. Extend the right leg back behind you. Kick the heel out. Lift the inner thigh up to the ceiling. Try to find the squareness. Twist from your upper body. Release the left fingers down. Maybe even start to lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Find your standing split for a moment. Shift the weight forward. Relax the neck. And step your right foot far back. Left joins. Inhale, weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press back into your plank. Exhale, lean back. Inhale again, dive through. Up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a breath. Left knee into your chest. Lower the right heel down. Keep the hips up. Try to cross underneath you a little more. Weight even on your hands. Maybe start to extend the left leg. Floating still off the floor if possible. And then move the left leg forward. Lighten your right fingers. Falling triangle. A strong left shoulder. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Keep the hips lifted. Just the upper back. Reach through. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Feel the energy lifting up to the ceiling, rounding in. One last inhale. Now bring the left leg a little back so you have space to step the right leg all the way through. Right foot next to your left hand. Shift weight forward and grab your left heel. Start to extend the left leg front. Bring the hips down. Press the right heel. Use your core, your inner thighs. And extend the left leg back behind you. Dare to bring the body weight a little more forward. Again, grab the heel, the inner foot, the outer foot. Extend, lower the hips. Release the grip. Kick the left heel back. Square your shoulders, your hips. Again, find the grip. Extend, lower the hips. Release, extend, open, shift weight forward. Maybe even reach your right fingers up to the ceiling. Turn your head if you find your balance. Revolved. One more round. Grab the heel. Sit the hips a little lower. Extend. And press the right foot down to get up. Extend the left leg back behind you. Twist, open. Release the right fingers down. Walk the fingers a little closer to your foot and lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Standing split. You can play around with outer rotation, inner rotation, but feel the left leg as active as your right leg. Nice. Send the left leg far back. Step your right foot back to join. Shift weight forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press. Exhale, lower the elbows. Lean back and dive through. Open your shoulders. Exhale, down dog. Soften the knees. Look forward. Step or jump your feet forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, hands together. Take a breath in. And breath out. Inhale, send the arms over your head again. Widen your back, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward through the length. Inhale, open. Exhale, hands down and step your feet to your down dog. Create length. Take an inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Start to lift your left leg up to the ceiling this time. Three-legged dog. Bend your knee. Open your hips. And then with the control, lower the right elbow down. Try to keep the right elbow in line with your right shoulder. Still pressing the chest back towards your right knee. And then 3 big circles with your left knee. All the way around. Try to keep the thigh bone moving freely in the hip socket. Reverse the circle, same 3 big circles. Nice. Extend the left leg up to the ceiling, lift the right elbow off the floor, back into your 3-legged dog. And then, with the control, around your upper back and step the left foot between your hands. Bend your right knee a little and come up right. First, level your hips. Navel in. Right hip up, maybe left hip a little down. Find your inner thighs. Interlace your fingers behind you. Start to extend the right knee behind you. Extend your elbows. Open your chest. And then lower down. Inside of your left thigh. Try to keep your hips square. Inhale, slowly come up. Keep the right inner thigh all the time rotating up to the ceiling. Hips square. Keep going like this. Inhale, press the left heel down. Great length for your lower back. Open your chest. Exhale, roll in inside of your thigh. Let's do one more. Through the length, open. Exhale, lower inside. And one last inhale to come up. Now lower the right heel down. Warrior 1 legs. Release your arms. Bring your fingers pointing up to the ceiling. You can imagine you're holding a block between your hands. And same like we did earlier at the beginning of this class, reach your fingers up, shoulders can come up to your ears, and exhale, press it down. Navel in and up, hug the ribs in, lift from the lower core. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, press down, activate your corset, navel in. One more, inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, press down strongly, but keep growing up. Now open your arms, you can toe heel the left foot in a little. Warrior two, and right away extend the left knee, maybe shorten your stand a little. Extended Trikonasana. Reach the left fingers over your left toes, navel in and up, and then lower the left fingers to your left shin, right fingers reaching up to the ceiling. Imagine a wall behind you, open the right shoulder, the right hip to the imaginary wall behind you. Maybe extend your right fingers over your head, maybe left fingers reaching towards your right inner knee, inner thigh. Try to open, really open the right shoulder, maybe the left shoulder forward a little, lengthen, open both sides of your body longer. Nice. And then you can even release the left fingers a little further behind you. If you have a block or something for the height, go ahead, use that. And this time you can open your right arm a little more, like you want to open your chest up to the ceiling, but try to keep your hips in line, open, open. Nice. And release. Finally, bend your left knee, step your left foot back to your plank. Inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press up. And exhale, just lift your hips up to your down dog. Take a breath. Nice. Start to lift your right leg up to the ceiling, three-legged dog. Open your hips, bend your knee. And then with the control, start to lower the left elbow down. Keep it in line with your left shoulder. And 3 big circles. Keep pressing the chest back. Try to keep the weight even on your hand and the left forearm, right hand, left forearm. Reverse the circles. And then slowly again, extend your right leg up to the ceiling, lift the left elbow off the floor, back into your three-legged dog, chest back. And then round to step the right foot through with the control. Bend your left knee, bring your body upright, and level your hips again, navel in and up. Check that your hips are square. You can interlace your fingers, maybe the opposite way, that doesn't feel so natural. Start to extend your elbows, left knee behind you, create length for your lower back. Start to open your chest. And exhale, lower down, round down inside your right thigh. Keep turning the left inner thigh up to the ceiling, left thigh bone pointing forward. And exhale, round inside. Try to relax the neck in the end. Inhale, press the right heel up. Or better down, I think. Press the right heel down to come up. Exhale, around. One more. Inhale. Lift your chest. Exhale. Round down. Hips square. And inhale one more time. Bring your body upright. Lower the left heel down. And just release your arms. Bring the fingers pointing up to the ceiling. Try to square your hips a little. Pull the right hip back. Left thigh bone forward and up. And bring the shoulders up to your ears. Really lengthen the side bodies. And exhale, press down, shoulders down, zip up your navel, hug the ribs in. Inhale, just reach. You can even arch your ribs a little here. Just keep lengthening and exhale, press down. Inhale. And exhale, activate your corset. Sit the hips a little lower. One more, inhale. Just creating length and exhale, really engaging. Start to open to your warrior two. Toe heel the right foot in a little. You can bring your hips down to check the alignment and then extend the right knee. Maybe shorten your step. Reach your right fingers over your right toes. Extended Trikonasana. Release the right fingers down. Left fingers pointing up to the ceiling. Again, open the left shoulder. Push your hips forward a little. Imagine the wall behind you. Your right fingers are light, so you are using your center. Left fingers reaching over your head. And then maybe right fingers reaching towards your left knee. You can lower your body, but open. Try to also lengthen the right side of your body. Open the left shoulder, get the right shoulder underneath, maybe even look up. Make sure you don't hyperextend the right knee, press the right big toe mound down, lengthen. And then right fingers behind you. Use a block if you have one. And then you can start to open the left shoulder a little more. Like you want to open your chest up to the ceiling, but careful with your lower body, lower back. Press the hips forward a little. Always protect the lower back. Strong center. Release. Hands down. Bend your right knee. Step your right foot back. Plank pose. Inhale. Shift the shoulders forward. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Press up. And now let's lean back. Elbows down. Knees down. Dive through. Open your shoulders. Lift your hips up. And exhale. Core always lifts you up to your down dog. Breathe. Find your breath again. Lower the knees down to your mat. A little more core and shoulder work. So lower the forearms down. Make sure the shoulders or the elbows are right under your shoulders, fingers forward, and then step your feet back, lift the knees off the floor to your forearm plank. Open your shoulders, but gently press the space between your shoulder blades up to the ceiling. Corset is active. Lengthen the lower back. Tailbone pointing behind you. Inner thighs are active. You can always imagine something, block or something similar between your inner thighs. You want to squeeze in. That inner thigh activation is going to make the pose lighter. And then just nothing else changes. Just bend your knees, bring the knees few centimeters floating off the floor. Make sure not to arch the lower back. But also, don't round it. Keep the lower back long. Keep the corset activation, shoulders open. Shoulders on top of your elbows still. Knees floating off the floor, few centimeters. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe lower the knees down just for a moment. You can bring the weight back. And right away, we go again. Tuck your toes under, knees off the floor. Nothing else changes here. Shoulders stay, hips stay. Just bring the left toes behind your right heel. Try not to drop your hips. Keep the hips in level, shoulders in level. And breathe here. Weight is even on your elbows, forearms. Neck is long. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left leg down, left toes down. Change it to the other side. Wrap your right toes behind the left heel. Make sure not to drop the right hip down. Everything stays leveled. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the right toes down. For a moment, release the knees down. Maybe just lean the weight back to lighten the weight of your shoulders for a second. And then the last one, now you want to use the grip of your mat. Again, extend your legs. If you want to open your legs a little wider than hip distance apart, that's okay. And just start to walk your elbows forward. 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 And hold here. A really strong one. Navel in. For 5, shaky, shaky. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down and slowly lower the hips down. Swings both. Gently with your elbows. You can pull back, shoulders back, chest forward. You don't have to come up so high. Maybe just stretching your belly. So ribs, chest forward, shoulders back, hips heavy. And then if you feel like coming up a little higher, seal, you can start to extend your elbows off the floor. But again, no need to go to the huge back bend. More like pulling the mat back with your hands, shoulders back, chest forward, really stretching, creating space to the front side of your body. Nice. Release your chest down, hands under your shoulders. Press yourself back up to your hands and your knees. Cow face, so extend the legs in front of you. Now grab your left hand and then bring the right knee over your left. Try to line your knees and your thighs. This might be enough, or shift the body weight more onto your left and also bend your knee. I'm gonna turn a little bit diagonally. You can grab your ankles and lift your hips up and walk. Walk a little to get your sit bones grounded on the floor, weight even. Stay upright or lower down. Round down, chin over your knees. Relax your hands and your fingers. Couple of inhales and exhales here. Try to relax your hips as much as you can. Just feel heavy hips sinking through the floor. And slowly start to roll up. And here, just grab your feet with your hands. So it's the opposite foot to your hand. And shift the body weight back. And see if you can hold the grip and just swap your legs around. And then you can bring the right knee, right ankle down. You can release the left hand next to your left hip on the floor. Really use the left elbow to press the thigh back. And then start to extend your left. Open the right shoulder, even turn your head, look up to the ceiling. Really pressing the left thigh back. Opening. And what's to come? 8 ankled. Good preparation for that. So go ahead. Release the grip. Keep the left knee on your left shoulder. Hands by your hips. And then hook your right toes over your left. And start to lift your hips up. Start to extend your legs. Bend your elbows, bring the shoulders forward, hug the elbows in, 8 angled, and then maybe straighten your arms, keep lifting your legs up. And with the control, slowly lower the hips down. We can actually keep going. Release the hook of your toes, start to extend the left leg over to your side. Right foot on your left inner thigh, keep extending over to your left. Maybe find your toes, maybe just aiming to reach. Still trying to press the right sit bone down. More important to open, open, open. To reach your toes, that doesn't really matter. But if you get the grip, then you can use that to open a little more. More, more. And slowly release. The other side. Extend your right knee. And then bring the left knee in line with your right. Try to align your thighs. Maybe stay here. Shift the body weight to your right and bend your right knee as well. You can curve your ankles, lift your hips up a little, and make space. Wiggle around so you get your sit bones grounded on the floor. Stay upright or lower down, round down, chin over your knees. Maybe palms facing up to make sure the hands are relaxed. Couple inhales and exhales here. Be passive and let the gravity do the work for you. Take one more inhale. One more exhale. And then slowly round up. Again, grab with your opposites. Shift the body weight back and see if you can hold the grip and just swap your legs around. Now to release the left knee down, left foot down. A right hand by your hip and start to extend the leg really with your right upper arm. Push the right thigh back to make more space. Extend and open. Again, more important than extending all the way is to try to push the thigh back and really get the shoulder forward. Open your shoulders. 8 angled. So go ahead, loose the grip. Keep the right knee on top of your right shoulder, right upper arm. Fingers faced forward. Hook your toes left over your right. And lift your hips up. Start to extend your legs. And then bring your shoulders forward. Bend your elbows. Press the fingers down. And then start to straighten your arms, maybe lifting the legs a little higher. And then with the control, lower all the way down. Start to extend the right leg. Sole of your left foot on your right inner thigh and keep extending over to your right. Again, more important first to open. Keep the left sit bone grounded in the floor. And then go as far. It's good for you today. Again, form the alignment, always more important. It doesn't matter how deep we can go. As long as you feel the stretch, it doesn't hurt, but you feel it. And slowly bring your body upright. Rotate the shoulders back and down. Maybe tilt your head either side. Maybe little circles. And then slowly find your way to your back. You can bring the soles of your feet together. Supta Baddha Konasana. Let the knees fall out to the side. Don't force them, just allow them. Again, let the gravity do the work for you. Maybe bring the other hand to your lower belly, other hand to your chest. Still let the elbows, shoulders drop down. Give yourself some gratitude for pretty strong practice today. And whatever happened during the practice, it was meant to happen. It's like life, you never know. You just gotta receive it, process it, and then take whatever serves you. Learn from it. And always learn how to let go of things that won't serve you in good way. Hardest thing maybe. And then slowly you can start to extend your legs and your arms. Find your final Savasana. Once again, I'm gonna jump out here so you can take your final Savasana, your own timing. And just remember, again, to say big thank you to yourself before leaving this practice. I hope to see you in the next one again. Have a great day, great night ahead whenever you're practicing, and I'll see you really soon. Namaste.